Okay, folks, I'm going to share with you the words of the day. Pay attention. Pay attention. So I'm so smart, you need to listen. It's a good darn thing. They still make good, cheap beer for the common person. Because by God, does the common person need it sometimes. It is almost 3:30 in the afternoon, and I haven't done diddly. I got a few things done, and I'm actually thankful that I'm going right now. I am hauling round bales to the Holstein steer lot and of course the beef herd. After this one, I got one more to haul and I'm done. It's 25 below zero wind chill. Why don't I have my chook on? I actually just seen that on the phone. It kind of looks ridiculous. I've had a chook on it since 5:30 this morning, and by God, I wanted to take it off for a little bit. Anyway, it's been pretty miserable today. I don't mean to be a complainer. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you, it's been miserable. We didn't get done cleaning barn until after 11 o'clock. The cab 6400 would not start. We had to hook up the salamander. And jump it. In this kind of weather, that's to be expected though. So, no big deal. Barn was cleaned, everything's good inside. Yeah, right before lunch I headed to the feed mill. I guess this is another reason why a good common person needs good cheap beer. Closed out my account for 2017, wiped it clean. Got all the paperwork for the year. Ugh. It's not the feed mill's fault. They're good, they're fair. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Came home, had lunch, and get you out of the sun. And about 1 o'clock, I went to start the tractor to do all the feeding, and this tractor wouldn't start. I couldn't believe it. I was in disbelief. I actually had this plugged in from, not that that's going to cure all. I had it plugged in at like 10 o'clock in the morning. The fuel froze up. Had some crystals in there, so I had to get the salamander, heat it up a little bit. Yeah, hour and a half later, here I am. So I guess I kind of need to shut up because I guess I'm operating, right? There's the positive words for the day. That and cheap beer. I'm tempted not to talk like this, especially about beer and stuff. There's kids watching, but I've seen a lot worse stuff out there, so I think we're probably going to post this. Yes, I'm using you as my counselor. This is my venting 4 minutes. Other than that, chores are coming up here in about another 45 minutes when I'm done here. I'll be basically living in the barn tonight, running that salamander for the water pipes. The weather's getting worse. It's going to get colder. I'll be out at the barn at 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m. running the salamander. And then by rights, I need to be out there at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning and running it again and getting the water going. So that's been miserable. The water tanks have been frozen. The water lines were frozen. Thank God it was frozen in the corner of a barn, not underground. Huh. I don't think we have to talk about that. Yeah. Welcome to Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Canada, I know you're doing worse. My heart goes out to you. There's a couple people that left some comments. We're going outside, so I'm going to do this while holding on the phone. A couple of people that left comments that are in a lot worse shape than we are. I do feel for you, but not too bad, because they make cheap beer and we can have one together. Not too many though. We got to be in the barn at 4 a.m. running salamander. Sorry about the gloves, folks, but all right, I'll leave this one off. All right, we're gonna go outside. We're gonna look at the beef herd real quick. I'm gonna show you the brand new bale of baleage I just fed. They are ripping it apart like a chainsaw. And then I'm gonna shut this off and I gotta get going here. I'm already behind, but you gotta have a little fun too, right? Otherwise, what the heck are we doing? Motto to live by, right? I'm all full of good humor today. It's called reverse psychology. I'm wanting to break the windows in the tractor out of anger, which I'm not an angry person. So instead I'm making some jokes. Come on girls, get out of the way, you big pig. Mind you, I just set this out. Now what you see here, this was the bottom of the bale. And all the juices, of course, float down and everything else. Most of you that do baleage completely understand. It's good stuff. Real good stuff. It's very stemmy and coarse though. This is first crop alfalfa. And if you've been paying attention for any amount of time, you'll understand how late of a year we had because of all the rain and weather. This stuff was in full bloom plus 2 weeks before I was able to cut it. Yeah, I hate it too, but we couldn't get in there. And I'm sorry, but that's our prized alfalfa field, and destroying it was not on our list. So, come on, you big pigs. Anyway, just a goofy little update here, folks. And that air hurts the throat. I gotta get going. We'll talk to you sooner and later. Have a good day.